Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Ramayana 351. As you may remember, Ravana started to get worried. He summoned the Rakshasa by name Dhumraksha and sent him with a fresh army to fight with the Vanaras. Dhumraksha was happy to obey the commands of his king, and soon he left the city in a hurry. A terrible army left Lanka with Dhumraksha to lead it and proceeded towards the field of battle. He went straight to where Hanuman was stationed, and there was a smile of confidence on his face. Evil omens were seen by him and his men, but he heeded them not, though. For a moment, they did frighten him. A furious fight was on between him, with his Rakshasas on the one side and the Vanaras on the other. The Vanaras used their teeth and nails, as well as trees and stones, as their weapons, and they succeeded in destroying a large portion of the army of the Rakshasas. There was great loss on both sides, and Hanuman found his army to be suffering a great loss at the hands of Dhumraksha's men. Hanuman raised aloft a big boulder and threw it at the chariot of the chief. Dhumraksha leaped out of the chariot just before it fell to the earth, splintered to bits. A duel was fought between the two, in which Hanuman killed Dhumraksha. It was a rock which crushed the life out of him. News reached Ravana that Dhumraksha was dead, and he sent Vajradamshtra, who was proficient in Maya warfare. This Rakshasa, after he had displayed his valor for a short while, was killed by Angada, and after his death, Akampana, who was a Maharatika, led the army, and he was killed by Hanuman. Ravana was depressed to know that 3 of his great warriors were dead. He needed to think for a while. He bent his head down, and his eyes were trained on the floor. After a while, he lifted up his face, and he looked at his ministers and said, "I will go now and inspect the army and make sure the city is guarded well." He made a tour of all the vital places and found that they were all guarded very well. His anger had not abated, and he approached his chief minister and the commander-in-chief of his army, Prahasta, and said, "Prahasta, things have come to such a pass that it needs me or Kumbhakarna or Indrajit or Nikumba or you to lead the men into battle. There seems to be a kind of fear instilled in the minds of our men because of the successive deaths of 3 of our men. I want you to go at once and quell this upstart once and for all. When they hear your victorious progress, the Vanaras will flee from the place, and you can defeat them easily. It is not an army at all, which is trained in the art of fighting. They are wild, fickle-minded monkeys, collected from the treetops. How can they face you? How can they tackle a disciplined army which marches ruthlessly under the guidance of a master like you? Rama and Lakshman are sure to be captured by you. Never once have you been defeated in any fight, and so often have you fought by my side. Together we have gone to the heavens, and the Devas have been afraid of you. I have implicit faith in your success." Prahasta was touched by the affection of the king and his faith in his prowess, and he said, "You have always been good to me. I have received many honors from you, and several favors have been granted me by you. My life is yours, and let me assure you I am prepared to lay it down for you." Prahasta went to the front. Rama saw him advancing and asked Vibhishana with a smile, "Who is this Rakshasa, who seems to be a great warrior?" Vibhishana said, "This is Prahasta, the commander-in-chief of the army of Ravana. He's very brave, and he's earned a reputation that he is a great fighter." Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.